Hallo? Hallo? Ah. Here we are. Welcome to just the internal message. I had some complaints. I should work on the title, I guess, / the branding. But you don't have to, you can also AMFAP. AMFAP was still a manual for practice. I think it works. And just a reminder, the manual for practice was based on an index with around 350 terms that I consider relevant to maintain a practice, or terms that surround a practice, terms that confine the industry. And that way, it's a practice to understand the terms, and therefore the index is a possibility for you working with these terms. So my suggestions to these terms are kind of like limited to what I can think of. So if you take the terms, define them by yourself in conversation, it is actually a practice of aesthetic understanding. So far, the own matters of AMFAP. Now another thing, it seems a bit kind of like a radio today. I just got recently the information, oh, your terms are around. And then two terms were mentioned, actuality and stability. And I looked it up, both are not, at least mentioned recently in the video lectures. So I will try to define stability, because one of the biggest mysteries is, or let's call them rumors, that creativity happens without any kind of rules, without any stability. And that has led to the misunderstanding that only confusion, not knowing, disrespecting any form of knowledge can guarantee creativity as its best. I want to suggest it's the opposite, particularly in a precarious state of being an artist. The precarity of creativity, when it actually dares to endanger certain circumstances, certain parameters, certain concepts of reality and creativity, it cannot deal with total not knowing, total confusion, total ignorance. That's the worst case. It needs to make suggestions. It needs to find little bricks to step on, little tiles, you could say, to formulate possible utopias, new ideas, making suggestions to the world, share it with others. So what are possible parameters of stability? One, and this is what that is a understanding what a practice is, how it works, but also what the uncertainties are. So continuous practice of searching and finding, understanding what your practice, but also what an artistic practice in general, can help you to support your creative thinking from these kind of cornerstones. Another way, what I think is super important, is to understand where are the uncertainties? What do I not know? What kind of risk do I face by entering an exhibition? What is the particular precarity? What do I not know? What do I know? What are the stabilities? Is there money? Is there support? Is there framework? Is there expectation? Is there something I can discuss with involved people? So the question for stability is actually essential. I would even say on a daily basis, working in creativity. Because only then, with a stable understanding what stability is, you can actually challenge your own limits, but push also institutional, social, architectural framework and let them experience something they didn't know before.